Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning in my daily planner from EC. So this is the A5 size, and yeah, I really like the smaller version of the daily. I did use the 7x9 last year, but I felt like it was too big. So then I created my own, and then I'm like, I'd rather use something else. I don't know. I just like planning with different planners. So that's pretty much it. So here I'm just flipping through everything, or the past few days that I've been planning. So yeah, I've got this planner since May 17th, and yeah, I apologize if I keep saying so yeah or yeah. Anyway, I do have some stickers in my shop that correlates with the A5 daily, and also I am reformatting the 7x9 that I used to have, or not used to have, but the ones that I had, or released last year I should say. I am reformatting them to fit the current one, or reformatting them to be on the same sheet, but they will be foldable, so yeah. I'm sorry if I just said yes. So yeah, I can't help it. That's just how I speak. Anyway, I keep saying and anyway, I'm just going on a crazy tangent. So this wasn't like a best week, emotionally wise. Is that even? I don't even know. Yeah, I was not in the great mindset, and even now I'm not even in the great mindset at all. I don't know. I was just like, this is the first, or this week was the official first week that I don't have school or anything to do with anything. I don't even have to worry about classes, don't have to worry about financial aid, scholarships, all that jazz. I just have to worry about work, and it's just like getting to a point where I'm just so bored at home, especially so bored at work, because if you didn't know, I work at the bursar's office, and we used to take payments before COVID happened, and obviously since we're working, since the schools are closed, the bursar's office isn't open. So yeah, the payments are like sent through either online payments or to the school, and then my supervisor handles them. But pretty much I'm just literally bored out of my mind, even though I have to listen to students talk. Some students are just very condescending, and yeah, I just have to deal with all that crap. And it's just getting to me, and I just need some change. So yeah, so in my weekly plan with me, so the one that is for June 14th to the 20th, so Father's Day week, yeah, I kind of have like some changes happening. My dad, if you didn't know, my dad made me do election last year. It was fun. It was like a change of pace, and yeah, I was pretty happy because I was able to do something different, and speak to people. I feel like that's my thing. I'm like a people-oriented person, not phone call-oriented, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm just going on a tangent. But these plans are just the same for the first 3 days, or Monday through Wednesday. So it doesn't really matter if I talk to them now, or talk about them now and then talk about them later. But yeah, I am going to do early election for New York City, from the 14th, or from the 12th to the 16th. So yeah, it's going to be different, and I feel like my mind would be much clearer, and like happier in a way, because I feel like I'm taking things too much to the heart, like getting easily annoyed, and I shouldn't be annoyed at the students, but even though some students do ask really stupid questions and very condescending, and just feel like they rule the world, even though I'm a person too, anyway. Yeah, some students, like, I understand freshmen that don't understand this, like lingo and stuff, but for a fourth year student, if you think talking to someone like that is okay, you must be out of your mind. But anyway, I think a good break from work, from actual work, is a good thing. So I'm pretty happy that I was able to do this, and I'm doing it with my dad. So yeah, even though I do a lot of things with my dad, I always like hang out with my dad a lot more, but I like to hang out with my parents more because I don't know. My brother doesn't hang out with my parents. He has other things to do. He has his own plans, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm pretty happy that I will at least get a break from the calls, because yeah, it's just taking things too much to the heart. Like, I'm taking it more personally. That's the word I was going to say. Taking it more personally than I should. But yeah, it's just, I just need a break, honestly. But I did speak about this, or not speak about this, but talk about this in my memory planner spread for I believe week 21. Um, yeah, I talked about my feelings in regards to this, and I'm already on Tuesday, so I apologize. Um, so I just need some change happening, and I asked my supervisor if if there's anything other than taking calls, and he was like, "Oh no, if you think you need a break, if you think you're not in the great mindset, then I should suggest you take a break." And I'm like, taking a break, I don't get paid, you know. So yeah, I am not in that like financial stability where I can just take a break and be like, oh, I'm okay now. But yeah, it's just like, I just need something else to do. That's the thing. Other than my shop stuff, like, that's a given. But yeah, I just need something else to do other than answer stupid questions, if that makes sense. Like, I'm sorry if you have like those kind of questions, but yeah, it's just like taking things too personally. I just need a break from that. And it's not good. And my supervisor's like, oh, you shouldn't take things too personally. And I'm like, I don't take things too personally, but recently I've just been like really like aggravated. But yeah, I am happy to take a break. Anyway, going back to my plans, because I don't want to bore you with my break stuff. Anyway, so yeah, so here I do use some stickers from my shop. Washi tape is from a kit. So yeah, if you noticed in the beginning of Tuesday, I did use a piece of bottom washi that was left over, and I just ultimately cut it down with a scissor raggedly because I kind of like that look. It's like imperfect but perfect in a way, and yeah, and you get to use up your sticker scraps as well. So that's what I've been using that area. Also, I do white out the calendar because I honestly find that useless for me. It's useful for some people, but I just white it out. I don't mind, and I'm not complaining. Yeah, I kind of put like a highlight of the day, or like something that I really want to motivate myself, like this quote that says, "Celebrate all the wins, big and small." So yeah, so actually June 1st, I didn't even realize that I put this quote down on June 1st, even though now I'm realizing it was actually the day that all grades are submitted, and yeah, I got all A's except one A minus. Darn you, communication professor. But yeah, I did very well this semester as my last semester. It wasn't very stressful other than that annoying class that never communicates. It's not the communication class, but that would have been funny if it was that class. But yeah, honestly, I'm very happy with the grades I received this semester in the past 5 years of my life. Or, yeah, past 5 years of college. So I should talk about my college years in the beginning. If you didn't realize before, or I don't think I mentioned this, but I was going to be a vet, or I wanted to be a veterinarian, I should say. And I thought science was like my jam, but yeah, I didn't like it after I got to college, and I was like, this is not my thing anymore. Like back then, like high school, I was in med sci. That's what the program was called, and it was more mathematical based and science based. Yeah, I liked it then, but now I don't like it now. So in my second semester, so it'll be my fourth semester in college. I made a switch to accounting, and yeah, I really liked it, and I am so much more happier than before when I was taking science classes, because, you know, like science classes, it's a lot of work, and I literally was crying all night because I was like, I understood what I had to do, but it's just too much, and I wasn't happy, so I made a change for myself, and yeah. Anyway, so here I'm going back to where I began and making a change for myself, that I need a break, even though I don't get paid, but I will get paid during elections. So, I mean, I get paid more than if I was to work one day. So, it kind of works out at the end. So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm on Wednesday now, but I am back planning Tuesday. So, if you notice, I like to use like a ruler and a pencil to draw extra lines. And for instance, for this day, I like to mark out any extra to-do list items, and I like to journal in those sections. And sometimes I would put photos. Like on the 27th, I did do a collage of my graduation. So yeah. And I did block out where I went to school because technically I still work there. I don't want that to be out in the open. But if I do leave, then I would, or leave my job, or leave that position, then I would tell you probably. But if you are on Facebook, you'll probably see where I go to school, but please don't tell anyone. Anyway, I don't think it's public information, but anyway, if you're my friend or anything. Oh my goodness, my dog is just going insane. Oh, there he goes again. Did you find it cute when your dog's just like trying to make his bed and then he just rolls and rolls? That's what my dog is doing right now, and that's why he's barking. He's not barking at me. He's just barking at himself. He's trying to make his bed. He's like, this is not comfortable enough. Anyway, so here I'm putting down a piece of washi at the top and at the bottom section again. And here I'm marking out work, and obviously I did mess up once again with the mile liners. So these don't bleed through, and I'm sorry, I just got distracted. My dog is pulling his blanket somewhere else. It's just so funny because he has so short little legs, and it's just so funny seeing him waddle. But anyway, so actually I should mention on Monday I did release the academic planners. I might change, so if July comes around and I still have academic planners still up, I will, because I did plan them ahead, so I can just remove August or July and then start at August. So yeah, it's technically not wasted, but yeah, because I technically don't pre-print them because I don't have that capacity to pre-print them. I did pre-print when I first launched, because obviously that was when it first launched. So yeah. Oh my goodness. So here I am marking out my TV shows, and I meant to write TV and I wrote shop, and then when I meant to write shop, I wrote slop. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, I'm trying to practice my hand lettering. I'm not really hand lettering, but yeah, this is not really hand lettering. It's more like cursive. I actually never learned cursive. Yeah, because in middle school, don't you learn cursive in 4th grade or something like that? But I never learned it. I was about to say professors. You know how I hate it when professors, like, you say teacher for a second and they're like, no, I'm a professor, you know? I was like, oh gosh, I offended you. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that was that was actually my brother's experience. He literally said teacher once and to a professor, and he was like, no, I'm a professor. Don't be disrespectful. I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, I learned never to say teacher in front of a professor, because I guess they get offended easily. Anyway, but yeah, I never learned cursive in 4th grade, because I don't think I know why. Actually, I don't remember why. But pretty much, I don't think the teacher was like, she was more, what do you call that? I mean, yes. Focused on the state test, because in New York you have to have a state test, and I can't believe when I took these tests, they were timed. You know, you only had an hour and a half, right? An hour and a half to do like questions, but now it's like limitless. Like, these students nowadays don't have a strict schedule that they have to follow, and I'm just like, I'm just so mad, you know. But this was like 10 years ago. But anyway, yeah, things change, you know, and I'm just very. Those kids are very lucky to have unlimited time to take these exams. But yeah, I wasn't really good at English. I don't know. I'm not the best at like reading and stuff, especially when it's like constricted time. Like, oh my goodness, that was very stressful. But I got better as time, or when I got older. And oh my goodness, my voice just cracked. Or my voice is like, I don't even know. There's just like raspiness. I'm sorry. Anyway, here I'm marking out the TV shows once again, using the little lines or to make like subheadings and stuff. oh my goodness, I should just flip to the page because now I don't know. So here I also marked down that I have packages and stuff. So I usually mark that down at the bottom of it. And so I do have an EC replacement. They did mess up my order, so they are sending me a new one. But this is obviously when I actually got it. So yeah. I'm sorry, I got a burp. Anyway, I did design more sticker kits, but I didn't do that day. I did it the next day. Or no, did I do it? I think I did it at night. So like the squiggly lines, if you see that, or clearly I didn't do it on Wednesday. I mean Thursday. Oh my goodness, you just saw a whole bunch of red hair. That was me. Anyway, well, I cleaned my desk now, but before I think my desk was pretty like nasty or dirty, I should say, because I pretty much do everything on this desk, and I haven't wiped it down in like a good week or two. So I decided to just, well, today is, I was about to say May. Oh my goodness. Today is June 9th, so this was like a week later. I did wipe down my desk finally because I had time. So here I'm just drawing out extra lines again. So this is what my trick is, to create straight lines, or write straight I should say, because there's no lines in that empty section, and if you want extra lines but don't want the hassle, you can of course get stickers, but I'm fine with writing out the lines. And I kind of like the look when, like, if you journal right there, and there's no lines technically when you erase, after you erase it, it just looks so clean. So yeah, I kind of like that look. And I did get photo paper because I do have a Canon printer. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to print out pictures with quality, because I don't want to get, I don't want to go to a drugstore just to print out pictures. But if you have a Canon printer, you can totally get their the photo paper and print it out yourself, because I kind of want to scrapbook more. That's the only thing. When I first had my first dog, his name was Simba, like I didn't really take that many pictures. Only my dad did, and obviously I didn't have a great phone, but yeah, I just want to take a lot more pictures of my dogs, because you don't know, life might be ending soon. But oh my goodness, that just got really morbid. But yeah, I just want to keep a memory of all of these things. And yeah, I kind of journal in here as well, so it kind of works out at the end. So here I'm just marking out the 2 TV shows, and then I usually use some of the boxes or labels that I keep in my leftover labels box, just to mark out things. And here I'm just marking out, in that label I used it to mark out Raya and the Last Dragon. It was so beautiful and cute and so hilariously funny, because Aquafina was playing the Last Dragon, so you could totally hear it in her voice, like that's her. But yeah, if you guys want to watch it, it's now available on Disney Plus. So it did have premiere access, but if you didn't know that, after 3 months, literally after 3 months later, it would come onto Disney Plus, and you don't have to pay the premiere access fee. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for when Cruella comes out, and also what do you call it, Black Widow. So yeah, it kind of works out at the end. So at the bottom, I marked out that I need to work on thumbnails. So yeah, there's a lot of thumbnails that I always slack on. That's like always the last thing on my mind to do. I usually just record the video, edit the video, and then wait till like 4 weeks later and then do the thumbnails. So yeah, it's just like, oh well. So if you notice, I did make a mistake on the first one, so I crossed it out. I was like, why didn't I just white it out? But I knew why, because if you erase whiteout, it doesn't really look perfect. So I waited till after I finished writing everything, erased the lines, and then I drew out the what do you call it? Or then I used whiteout. So yeah, so here you can see that, and obviously there's still like a hint of the line left, because a pencil, when you write with a pencil or draw lines with a pencil, there's some like ghosting a little if you don't erase it all the way. But yeah, it kind of works out at the end. And this eraser is actually from Muji, and I like that it's black. I don't know. And also, yes, I do keep the wrapper on, and I will cut it down little by little. I don't know. I just find this weird like obsession that I always have to make the eraser look really nice and perfect. So yeah. So this sticker is actually from Once More of Love, and this came in a freebie. I wish it came in the what do you call it? Like as a sheet, as a sticker sheet, because I'll probably watch this movie a few times. But yeah. So here I'm just trying to practice my block lettering once again. I used to do this, I think 2 years ago, but I kind of stopped because, yeah, I was just not in that life anymore. But yep. So here I'm just erasing all like the marks, and so I usually plan the day of, and then I might show you the week or the day prior. But obviously I didn't do that for Saturday. So here I'm just whiting out all the circles once again and creating my own squares. So sometimes if I only have one TV show, I don't usually do like the subheading because that doesn't that wastes space in a way. So yeah, I just leave it as is and just write the TV show, and then I wrote shop. Then I did some reformat. Obviously I didn't finish it as of yet. Even today I haven't finished it. So yeah, and then listing photos I didn't even do. I think, so it was Saturday. So my mom was like, oh, I want to walk. This was actually before the rainstorm, right? When was it raining? Oh no, Friday I think it was pouring, right? Yeah. Friday night it was just like torrential rain, like whoa, it was just like downpour in Brooklyn. So it just came out of nowhere and just started pouring like crazy. And I decided to go to the post office during that time. I feel like, no, I put in a request to have it picked up, but no one showed, so I ended up, my dad just driving me to the post office because I did have a lot of packages and I didn't want them to be late. So yeah, if you have an order with me, I usually ship it the day before the shipping notification pops up or gets sent to you, because ultimately I feel like that's like gives the post office enough time for them to scan it in. But right now I believe it's like really good. I haven't had any late packages arrive or any complaints about the packages being late or anything. I usually check it myself just to make sure that it's really like moving along. So yeah. So here I'm just working on writing out like my to-dos, which is usual. And I was going to work on designing planners, A6 planners and hourly planner. And I don't know what size I want to do it. And if you guys want, do you want printables? Like I can offer printables. So yeah, obviously you would have to print it yourself if you knew what printables meant. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. If you want, I can totally design these printables. Obviously, they're going to be clean, like nothing like out of the ordinary, nothing to jazz it up, just very simple and clean lines. So for Saturday, I didn't really do much because it was very hot for once, and because after the rain, I would think that it would, like, especially a torrential rainstorm, that it would be like, oh, very clean and like the air was fresh and breezy. No, it was humid, almost like hot, but it was like barely enough like breeze. But we did go to Brooklyn Bridge Park because I think my mom said, oh wait, no, it was the week before. So it was the week before Memorial Day, or no, the weekend of Memorial Day weekend. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But we did go to Brooklyn Bridge Park because my mom was like, oh, I want to see the hills. She said it in Chinese. She wanted to see the hills and she wanted to see water. So, and then she was like, and usually she isn't the one to like say where to go. If she wants to go hiking or something like that, or walk the Brooklyn Bridge Park, because it's really beautiful. There is a new park that's opened in Midtown, or like near the Hudson Yard, or is it the Hudson Yard? Or, but anyway, yeah, it's called Little Island, but you have to reserve tickets after 12 p.m. But I feel like I keep forgetting to reserve the time. Anyway, I digress. But we did go to Brooklyn Bridge Park, and then I went to Starbucks, and then they closed my gold card, and I was like very confused. I was like, huh? I remember having money on this, but I didn't think of it. I thought it was just like I used it, but I don't remember using it. I think the last time I used it was before, because obviously if you pay with your app, it keeps track of what transactions you did. And the last transaction I did was in August, gosh, April. So yeah, it was just very confusing. So I had to call customer service the next morning. Obviously, you can see here I'm just um, like planning after the fact because I did not plan before Sunday. And so here I'm just marking down all the things that I did. But yeah, Starbucks closed my gold card because apparently there was a fraudulent activity on my account, but they didn't even notify me. So I was just like, that's why I was very confused. But anyway, I just added money from another card instead of the gold card because if you're in gold status, you'll still have the 2 points per dollar. So it ended up working at the end. So for Sunday, I marked down that I read all morning, and then I ate leftovers. Then we went to Industry City, which is pretty cool because they have like courtyards in the middle of each two buildings. And yeah, there's like a bunch of shops and stuff. So we went to Japan Village because we were going to go there before, but yeah, we didn't. And then at the end, we went to All You Can Eat Sushi, and it took forever, literally forever, that I was just reading my book. Because you have 4 rounds, and the first round came. It was only half the round that we ordered, and then the second round never showed up, and then the third round showed up, and then the fourth round we had to rush them because it was only 6 pieces of sushi that I ordered, and I only got 5 of them. Like, what the heck? How did you mess up already? And then they totally forgot my noodles that I ordered. But anyway, I'm going on another tangent and a rant. So this is the daily plan with me. If you guys want to see more of these videos, you can let me know down in below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this bonus video, I should say, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!